we both know exactly why you clicked on this video. And let me just share this thought experiment that I have got from David Goggins. You've probably seen it too. And explain why it is so beneficial to do this thought experiment. Don't miss out on this. You know, one thing that I really love about David Goggins, and this in my opinion is just a very, very, very cool example. And this is one of my main sources of inspiration the more that I think about it. He has this one example where he talks about him dying, and whether or not you believe in God or not, imagine that in the end there's somebody that you're at the pearly gates and he looks at you and he's like, look, this is your life, or this has been your life, or something like that. And then he sits there and he reads stuff like world record setter, businessman, making money and all this stuff. I'm not quite sure what he said exactly there. And then David Goggins, who had this obviously shit side to himself, who was fat, who was unhealthy, unproductive, just very depressed in life, looked at God or this entity or whatever it is, looked at him and he's like, no, that's not me. That's obviously not me, because he got there and he died as this fat fuck, basically. And he sits there and says to God, no, that's not me. And then God looks at him and he's like, I know, but that's who you could have been. And this just creeps me the fuck out when I hear it. It's crazy. It's actually crazy. And you should do this practice with yourself. Sit down and imagine the possible best outcome for your life. You should get a clear thought on that. You should actually know what the best possible outcome for your life is. I can tell you mine right now. It's probably me buying up all this fucking land here. It's not even that. That's, in my opinion, too small, but let's just dream big. Let's just dream a little bit big right now. It's me buying up all the land that I currently live at. It's all my neighbors' stuff. It's me buying all my neighbors' stuff basically up. Having a big, beautiful family, me working on something very passionately, and just being the most masculine version of myself, with a beautiful wife, and just a shit ton of money and influence. And with influence, I'm talking specifically about influence on how much I help other people. Because this has been always like a hard purpose of myself, which is to just help a lot of people, just spread, just build institutions, just build systems to help just a fuck ton of people. And obviously also capitalize on that, because I also have this business aspect to myself. And when I think of myself right now, let's just be realistic. I can't do any of that right now. I don't have the money for that. I don't have the influence for that. I don't have the skills for that yet. I'm obviously already working on getting there. But one thing that always just drives me more, the one thing that just gives me this extra fucking... You know how in video games, in car games, there's this like fucking turbo setting where you just press this one button and you just fucking skyrocket and your speed increases? It's exactly that. It's literally exactly that. And this thought experiment from David Goggins, I've just thought about that again. It's just exactly what drives me. Because I'm kind of driving myself on FOMO right now, on the fear of missing out. I'm kind of really driving myself on that. I don't want to miss out on any single beautiful aspect of this life. This is obviously the thought from a larger view now, that I don't want to miss on the beautiful things in life. You should regularly get back to that. And if you haven't done it in the last couple of weeks, you should do it right now. You should right now sit down and just think about this specific thought experiment that I've just explained. Just think about what you could have been if you would have died right now. And getting this negative emotion from the disappointment that you're gonna feel, and converting the negative emotion into motivation, is ultimately gonna drive you more towards your goals. So if you haven't done that yet, do it now. Use this video as a slingshot. Use my other videos as a slingshot for that. And may you find your way there. I'm rooting for you and you got this. Do the thought experiment right now. If you don't do it, you're a little bitch. So go ahead and do it right now.